As fans of the hit series Outlander eagerly await a new season, more and more information is coming to light about what we can expect when Season 7 finally reaches our screens. For example, one question fans have been left wondering is who the new character Rachel Hunter is, and what her role will be. So far we know Rachel will be played by Izzy Meikle-Small, and her brother Denzell Hunter will be played by Joey Phillips. So let's dive in. First up, who exactly is Rachel Hunter, and what is her story? Despite their peaceful religion, Rachel and her brother are patriots who want to fight in the Revolutionary War. When their parents died, the siblings became Quakers after the local religious society of Friends took them in as orphans. When Rachel was born, their mother died, and 3 years later, their father drowned. Rachel stayed with the women in her village and kept Denny's house for him while he apprenticed and learned the medical trade, traveling to Philadelphia and London. When Denny returned home and the Revolutionary War loomed, the Quakers decided that America should reconcile with England. Denny, on the other hand, believed that liberty was a gift from God and wanted to fight alongside the colonists. Rachel and Denzell sell their home and travel north to join the Continental Army at Fort Ticonderoga after young Ian and William arrive. Denny volunteers as a surgeon and Rachel as a camp follower. When the Hunters arrive at the fort, they are greeted by Jamie, Sam Heughan, and Claire Fraser, Katrina Balfe. Moving on. In Outlander Book 7, Rachel marries young Ian. Rachel meets young Ian again at Fort Ticonderoga, and they begin to develop feelings for one another. But because he is a violent man and she is a Quaker, Rachel tells Ian after he kisses her for the first time they mustn't. When Ian is forced to flee after killing a man, Rachel offers to look after his beloved dog Rollo, who is injured. In his absence, Ian returns from Scotland 2 years later in search of Rachel, but it takes a long time and a lot of drama for them to get back together. When the time and circumstances are right, Ian and Rachel join forces to watch the British Army leave Philadelphia. He tells her that becoming a Quaker for her would be against his nature. She tells him that she is aware that he is a wolf, but that he is her wolf. Young Ian and Rachel Hunter will be engaged before the end of the season, if the Outlander TV series follows Gabaldon's 7th book. Up next, will Claire be put on trial in Season 7 of Outlander? Claire, Katrina Balfe, was delivered to the jail in Wilmington, North Carolina, at the end of Season 6 after being accused of murdering Malva Christie, Jessica Reynolds. Will she be put on trial? Will Jamie, Sam Heughan, be able to step in and help? Will the series follow the books or diverge from the plot? There's the Browns and all that, but this is a time when law and order is completely broken down. We don't know if there will be a trial, what it will look like, and whether people are willing to take justice into their own hands. There's a lot going on, so get moving, Balfe told Entertainment Weekly. Following that, will Roger and Brianna's child be healthy? During Season 6, Brianna, Sophie Skelton, revealed that she was expecting her and Roger's, Richard Rankin, second child. However, as fans of Gabaldon's book are aware, Amanda is born with a birth defect, and her health forces the Mackenzies to return to the 20th century. Moving on, what happened to Wendigo Donner? Fans haven't seen him since Season 5 of Outlander. Since this question has been unanswered for over 2 years, fans are getting increasingly impatient for a response. In the climactic episode of Season 5, Wendigo Donner was a member of the Lionel Brown gang that was responsible for kidnapping Claire. He did not physically harm her, but neither did he try to help her. Instead, it was discovered that Wendigo is also a time traveler, which led to his disappearance. Wendigo makes an appearance in the 7th book written by Diana Gabaldon, which leads one to believe that he will be returning for Season 7. Not only does Claire overhear him humming a well-known song from the 20th century as she walks past the jailhouse, but she also sees him holding an emerald that is connected to the jewel that went missing from Flora McDonald's necklace. What about the alleged house fire that kills Jamie and Claire? Outlander fans will recall that Jamie and Claire's obituary in an 18th century newspaper was the catalyst for Brianna and Roger's journey back in time. Roger followed her back to warn her parents. Season 7 will finally take us to the time period of the obituary. Is the house fire going to happen? And if so, who initiates it? What role do Lord John Grey and William Ransom play in the story of Outlander Season 7? Neither Lord John Grey, played by David Barry, nor William Ransom appeared in Season 6. However, Charles Vandervaart has been chosen to play William as an adult, so we know that he will make an appearance in Season 7. The entirety of William's life has been spent with John acting as his adopted father and bringing up William. William does not yet know that Jamie is his biological father, and it is highly unlikely that he will never find out the truth about their family relationship. In what capacity will John and William be readmitted to the action during the 7th season? In the character image released by Starz, William is shown wearing a traditional red coat from Great Britain. The audience is led to believe that he'll be fighting alongside Jamie in the Revolutionary War as a result of this. When will the 7th season of Outlander premiere? Late in March of 2022, production on the upcoming season commenced. The news was initially shared on the official Instagram account for the show on April 6th. Matthew B. Roberts will be returning to the show in his role as a showrunner. In a late April interview with Glamour, Katrina Balfe stated that the production on the upcoming season has been really good. It's been a lot of fun, and we've almost finished with the first batch of episodes, but it's been a while. Due to the fact that the season of Outlander will be significantly longer than the previous ones, we should anticipate seeing those episodes sometime around the beginning of 2022. 2023. Starz has not disclosed any official release date for the show, but given the magnitude of the undertaking involved in creating and editing the series, it seems highly improbable that it will be available anytime before the date. The good news is that the Outlander should not be anywhere near where it was between seasons 5 and 6, which lasted a little over 2 years. In fact, it should not even be close. What are the chances of Outlander Season 8 featuring Graham's reappearance? One intriguing possibility is that a fan-favorite character from previous seasons will return to the show, despite previously leaving. It may appear too good to be true, but we believe it is very possible. They must, however, continue past Season 7 in order to return to the series. This is why the season will not be the last. Graham McTavish is a Scottish actor best known for his roles in The Lord of the Rings and The Witcher. In the first 2 seasons of Outlander, he played Douglas Mackenzie, the leader of the Mackenzie clan. After tensions between him and the protagonists Claire and Jamie grew, he died in the Season 2 finale. Fans believe he will not return as Douglas because his character has died, but rather as someone else. Those who watched the first 2 seasons will recall that Douglas and Gilas had an illegitimate son, Buck Mackenzie, who was one of Roger Mackenzie's direct relatives. Thus, Buck's backstory may be revisited. In particular, a new actor may portray an older version of him, most likely Graham, who was not cast in the 7th season. Fans believe he will appear in the 8th season. Graham recently spoke with Digital Spy about his plans to return to the series, though Graham stated that the actors are usually the last ones to find out whether they'll be working on the same show again. We can't be sure if this is an indirect hint for his return right now, but it does support our original claim that the Season 7 will not be the end. Which book inspired the new season? The 7th book in the Outlander series, An Echo in the Bone, will serve as the inspiration for the 7th and final season of the show. I won't tell you what happens if you haven't read the books, because the television show deviates from the plots of the books, but if you're interested, you can learn more about it here. Finally, how many episodes does Season 7 have? There is a great deal more than just Season 6 that we are aware of. Glamour has received confirmation from Starz Public Relations that the total number of episodes will be 16. It's the most episodes the show has ever had since Season 1, which also had 16, but even that season was broken up into 2 parts that aired in 2014 and 2015. That'll do it for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to hit the subscribe button on your way out. Thanks for watching.